What up, my dudes, my lady dudes? Welcome back to another episode of Everybody Loves Hypnotoad. It's me, your boy, the Hypnotoad.
All glory to the Hypnotoad.
What's up? What's happening? We're back here because nature is still scary. I know we ain't been here to tell you. I know, excuse me, we, that is not important. I English bad. We know this. You know this. I ain't been here to tell you the nature is scary. It's still scary. And apparently chimps just got scarier. They just got updated. They just got the new patches installed. If you ain't here, we here to tell you. We here to see it. We here to talk about it. I'm here to tell you about it. Most importantly, Casual Gear Graphics here is here to tell you about it. And if you didn't know, now you know. Go there, check all the other stuff out. Hit the like button. Also, give some glory to the Hypnotoad. It's the Hypnotoad's birthday month. It was his birthday. Did you wish the Hypnotoad a happy birthday? It's beside the point. Moving on. More important things. Chimps, nature, damn you scary. Cue the intro.
This is exhilarating. Get excited.
And here we go.
One of the world's scariest animals just got a whole lot scarier.
And if you don't know, if you're asking why chimps are scary, well, one, chimps are like what, 6 times stronger than like humans? Yeah, so if they just decided that they just wanted to be, you know, the dominant just species on the planet, you know how bad that would be? Because then, you know, like chimps is bad. You got gorillas, orangutans. You gonna fight? You gonna box a gorilla? That's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. You're just gonna lose. You're gonna get DK styled. You're gonna get your arms ripped off, and he's gonna beat the shit.
And Planet of the Apes is slowly becoming non-fiction.
Literally, you see what I'm saying?
Are out here murking gorillas. Scientists in
chimps now out here murking gorillas. Hold on, pause. That's
21 witnessed a troop of chimpanzees basically jumping a family of gorillas.
They jumped
When I say gang, we're talking about almost 30 chimps pressing a family of 5.
What's
Keep in mind, a silverback can weigh up to 400 pounds. It could probably bench press your car.
Literally.
And according to witnesses, the silverback was eating chimps left and right like they were paper mache.
Wow.
But eventually the chimps overwhelmed the bigger silverback and even kidnapped a baby gorilla. I'm not going to tell you exactly what they did, but that family of 5 became a party of 4. And it wasn't even the last time. Because later that year, scientists watched the same group of chimpanzees do the same exact thing. Square up with a family of gorillas, kidnapped a baby, and erased its name from the gorilla census.
Are the chimps and gorillas really out here gang? They really out here having civil war? Have they learned nothing from us? Y'all, bro, they've learned nothing from us, bro. Y'all out here literally having a civil war. Am I tripping right now? Comment section. Tell me that I'm tripping right now, that they're not having a civil war.
And it's not like we didn't know chimps were about that. They often hunt bush babies and vervet monkeys, and we've even seen them use weapons like spears to do it. Yeah. But it's one thing to hunt something that weighs like 5 Skittles.
You feel me?
Gorillas is another tier of Black Air Force activity, which is why...
Thank you! They have literally laced up their black ones, and we're like, we want smoke? All of it. Right now. Where's the smoke? Give me the smoke. I'm here for the smoke and nothing but the smoke. By Odin's beard.
I'd rather be locked in a room with a jaguar than a chimp.
I don't want to be locked in a room with either one of those. You know, usually me and him can agree. I can't agree with that. I don't want to be locked in the room with a jaguar. I definitely don't want to be locked in the room with a chimp, though. Like, neither one of those sound appetizing. No. Awful.
Because at least the jaguar gonna make it quick. That's exactly right. Chimpanzees have been known to hunt using spears, and the way they do it is not pretty. No. So what you gotta remember is these sociopaths share about 98% of their DNA with us, and they have more in common with humans than just thumbs. Yeah. They're part of the special class of animals that can create and use tools, and chimps are probably the best at it. They'll take twigs, stick them in mounds, and literally go fishing for termites. They'll use stones as hammers to crack open nuts, and it's actually a lot harder than it looks.
Yes,
They'll use leaves as sponges to drink water, sticks to steal honey from bees. Some have even been seen making and using stone flakes, which are really close to what early humans used to make back in the day. But yeah, chimps also use spears by breaking off a stick, sharpening one end with their teeth, and then shoving it into the hollow part of a tree trunk. Because they know that's where bush babies sleep. Scientists watched them stab bush babies and force them out of their hiding spot in trees, where they proceeded to tear them apart and eat them alive. So they don't actually yeet the spear the way a lot of people probably thought, but they're definitely too smart for everyone else's good.
Yeah.
Also, fun fact, out of all the
Stab,
animals
stab.
I've talked about, a chimp was probably the closest to ending my entire way of life. But that's a story for another video. Alright, so here's a story of how a chimpanzee nearly ended my entire way of life.
Wait, he said that was for another video. That's what you thought. We move it forward in time itself. You already know that's how we do around here.
So this was in Senegal, that little country right there. I was visiting for a couple months, and me and some family decided to go to a zoo that, looking back, was way too rundown to be called an actual zoo. The only thing separating the chimps from the general public were prison bars that were wide enough to stick your hand through. And before you even think it, no, I did not stick my hand into the chimp cage. I was 7, but I wasn't stupid. Now, if you wanted to see stupid, you'd have to look at the people around us. Some of them thought it'd be funny to throw things inside the chimp enclosure. Not to like hurt it, but I guess to scare it. Either way, nobody in that zoo was winning an award. Especially when someone started tossing rocks in there.
Bro, what are you...
Yeah, let the stupidity marinate. I just remember watching the chimpanzee just...
I don't want the stupidity to marinate, but I'm looking at some of y'all right now in comment section. Y'all comment section. What none of y'all do that, right? Y'all are better than that. Y'all are smarter than that. Mainly because you're a part of the Infinite Army. Therefore, I don't know though.
Sit there and take it. Until the people ran out of rocks. It wasn't until the chimpanzee started picking the rocks up that the people realized just what they did. They just gave an animal with thumbs and no regard for anything human ammo. So yeah, as you'd expect, the chimp started fastballing the stones back at the crowd, and all we could do was run and take cover. I vividly remember crouching behind a bench, and when I got up, a rock flew past not more than 4 inches past my right eye. I was really just bad luck away from either doing this video with a glass eye or not doing this video at all. Look, you can say size matters all you want. But 4 inches made a difference that day. This picture might look cute, but it's actually one of the most disturbing things you'll ever see. I'm about to tell you one of the most messed up stories you've never heard of. So this guy, Dr.
I mean, that's perspective, sir. Try me.
Kellogg had the question I'm sure all of us have had at least once. What would happen if you raised a human without teaching it a language or having it around any other humans? Like a nature versus nurture kind of thing. It's one thing to think it, it's another to be on CPS's watch list. So this guy had a human son, Donald, that he raised with a female chimpanzee he adopted named Gua. So he treated 10-month-old Donald and 7-month-old Gua the same in ways that would have had CPS, PETA, and the Geneva Convention pulling up. The experiment was weird. He would tap on both of their heads with a spoon just to hear the differences in the sound of their skulls. He would purposely make loud noises and provoke them just to see who would react first. At one point, he even spun Donald around on a high chair until he started crying. It got really dark really fast. Especially when the human Donald started acting like his surrogate chimp sister, walking on all fours, being overly aggressive, and even biting people. It's a shame the Pikachu didn't exist back then. Donald would bark like Gua when he wanted food and refused to walk on 2 feet even though he could. Eventually, the man who somehow graduated with a doctorate in psychology from Columbia realized that he was ruining his son. So he called the experiment off. The chimpanzee that they treated like a dog was part of their family. Yeah,
I mean, that's what science is. Like, yeah, it sounds messed up, but you know, that's how things get moved forward sometimes. Sorry.
packed her up and sent her away to be part of another experiment, where she was unalived by pneumonia a few months later. As for Donald, he grew to be an adult and eventually became a doctor, until he deleted himself at the age of 42. And to add insult to whatever seasoned hell this was supposed to be, if you go over to Dr. Kellogg's Wikipedia, he was described as a guy who had no tolerance for those who were unethical. Moral of this video, Thanos should start a GoFundMe. I'm starting to think he was onto something.
If Thanos had a GoFundMe, would y'all donate to it? I need to know in the comment section right now. I know I've asked for a couple of comments already. That's beside the point. I know you're capable. You can do it. If Thanos had a GoFundMe, would you donate?
Some stories just make you want to go off the grid and avoid humanity completely. Here's why you should never give a chimpanzee Xanax.
Are you dumb, stupid, or dumb?
Who the fuck out here giving chimps Xannies? What the who out here giving chimp? I'm mad. Who out here giving chimp Xannies? I'm finna. Ooh, y'all better be happy. I am mastering domain expansion right now, and I am floating throughout time space. Ooh, because ooh. I'm out here giving chimps Xannies.
Common sense, but apparently it's not that common. Travis was a 13-year-old, 200-pound walking life lesson that lived with his owners in Stamford, Connecticut. He spent his entire life around people and was basically treated as one of them. He would do things like use the family computer, watch baseball on TV. He knew how to open doors with keys, and sometimes he'd drink wine out of a glass after a long day. Everyone knew him, and he would even greet police officers whenever he would see them around in the neighborhood. I want you to remember that for later. Travis even drove a car, and he did it more than once. It's like...
Bro, I was gonna say, he's not I was literally just about to say that. He is not Darwin, bro. This is not the Wild Thornberries, bro. Your name is not Eliza. But he finna start acting like Donnie out here. And you feel me? Like, like, come on.
Like if this dude was an actual member of society. Now, what would happen in 2009 wasn't out of nowhere. The red flags were there. He once climbed out of his owner's car and held up traffic for hours looking for a man that threw an empty bottle at the car. And there was one incident where Travis bit a woman's hand and tried to drag her into a car. But none of that was as bad as 09. I'm not going to make any jokes because this was honestly one of the most traumatizing things I've ever seen. Because one day in 2009, Travis left the house with his owner's keys, and the owner and her friend Charlotte Nash tried to get him back. The only problem was Nash used his Tickle Me Elmo to try to bribe him back into the house. And seeing someone else hold his Elmo pissed Travis all the way off. Travis brutally mauled Nash, tearing out her face and limbs and not even stopping when his owner hit him over the head with a shovel. And as the attack got worse, his owner had no choice but to literally stab him in the back. And a literal butcher knife to the back only made Travis angry. Eventually, police were called. I
want y'all to look at that physique real quick. Like, that's a chimp. He ripped out here. He out here diesel. Do you even lift, boy? Human? Like that's what you're fighting. And you see how he just said she stabbed him in the back. It just pissed him off. That's a problem.
And a literal butcher knife to the back only made Travis angrier. Eventually, police were called. Yeah, the same police from earlier. It took multiple bullets just to get Travis to stand down. Travis limped back to the house, went to his cage, and passed away. The victim survived the attack, but Travis had ripped over 90% of her face off, like lips, eyes, nose, they were all gone. And I am telling you right now, do not Google that if
you don't. Hey, for real. You know, I've seen many things on the internet, especially as an omnipotent being the master of time. I've seen many things. When I tell you, and when he is telling you right now, don't go look that up. Trust both of us, okay? I go look at things and do things for you so you don't have to. We have both done this. Don't, all right? Just don't do it. Trust me. Don't do it.
If you have a weak stomach. Those pictures personally f***ed me up for days when I first saw it. At the time, we didn't really know what set Travis off. Some sources said it was because Charlotte Nash was holding his Elmo. Others say it was because Nash had a different hairstyle that day and that freaked him out. But a toxicology report confirmed that Travis the chimpanzee had Xanax-laced tea the day of the attack. Travis's owner obviously got sued, but then she died of an aneurysm just a year later. It was just bad for everyone involved. But at the end of the day, the lesson here is the chimpanzee never went crazy. The chimp just went chimp. This man was attacked by an animal with a name that might just get me canceled. This is the work of Trombiculidae. But they're also known as, guidelines you better not homie, chiggers.
Okay, alright.
A word that sounds like it has the potential to offend multiple ethnicities.
Of course.
Not to be confused with a species of parasitic flea known as jiggers. And honestly, I don't know what sounds worse. Chiggers, or chiggas, which is apparently less offensive, is a type of mite found all throughout the world, but the most infamous ones are found in the southeastern US, Midwest, and Mexico. Low-key forgot the warning, so if you don't like bugs, this might not be the video for you. Because chiggas don't really bite. They'll actually just burrow themselves into your skin, make a little hole, and then spit out enzymes that break down skin cells. Which is exactly where the swelling and irritation comes from. The worst part is, you usually don't start itching until after the larvae falls off you. It's like you're not allowed to suffer until they're done with you. And once they are, they fall to the ground where they end up becoming their harmless adult forms. And normally the bumps they leave heal on their own. Also, the chiggas in North America usually don't carry disease. They're just really annoying to be around. But yeah, I can't tell you who named them, but I can tell you they did not have a good home life.
No,
I feel like someone owes me reparations for making me say it.
I agree. He deserves reparations. I deserve reparations for having to endure it and react to it. So therefore, what I need y'all to do right now, real quick, hit the like button on his video, specifically on his channel, and then come back and then hit the like button on here. Give some glory to the Hypnotoad. Boom. Easy.
So somebody sent me this, and I actually think there's a right answer here, but first, I'm actually curious. Which one would you choose? Like, which one do you think you'd have the best shot with? Off rip, we can go ahead and eliminate the rhino. Yeah. For a couple reasons. Rhinos have really bad eyesight and even worse anxiety.
That's right.
Mostly because they have to share a zip code with animals that would literally eat them balls first.
That's right.
Life is multiple choice, and rhinos consistently choose battery.
Yeah, literally. Like, I wouldn't want to deal with that.
Riddled warhorse has a panic attack near you, you will be a chalk outline.
Literally.
The Komodo's an instant game over too.
Yeah.
Because Komodos don't flatline their prey with bacteria the way we thought they did. This homicide gecko is actually venomous.
Yes,
and
he
they've
is.
been known to
That
dig out
spit is
human graves
gross.
and eat the corpses, so don't think you can't get meal prep too. One bite and it's credits, and there's nowhere in the apartment you can go where this 10-foot leather assault weapon can't get to you.
That's right.
Now, the Jaguar is actually an interesting one.
Yeah,
Jaguar
it's
attacks
weird.
on people are really rare. They're usually in self-defense.
That's right.
So you'd actually have a better chance of surviving in a room with a Jaguar as long as you don't provoke it or do anything to make him think you're food.
It doesn't want.
However, Jags are solitary, and in a one-bedroom apartment, if that Jaguar feels like you're in its space,
it's gonna murder the shit out of you. It's gonna murderlize you so hard and quickly, you're not gonna know what to do about it. That's the problem. See, you see that? Do you see that face? You're not gonna be able to freaking hide or fight that.
could be lights out. Which is why your best shot is actually with the gorilla. They're natural pacifists that won't waste the calories attacking something that they don't view as an immediate threat to them.
That's right.
So as long as you don't look him in the eye, or smile at him unless you're trying to be Harambe's roommate, your best chance at winning and, living is with the gorilla.
That's right.
I want to show
Just
y'all
be his
something.
friend and
so I
don't
made a video
be a
on
dummy.
this, and a lot of people are commenting how they choose the Komodo since all they'd have to do.
Comment section. All right, comment section. Read it. You see it right now. Let me know what your answer is. It's the final ask me right here. It's the end of the video pretty much anyway. What do you choose? You have to survive 37 minutes in a 1-bedroom apartment with no windows or doors with one of these guys. I also would choose the gorilla for the simple fact of, yo, we can just be cool. We can vibe out for, half an hour, and I can go get this bag. I'll even put you on a nice reservation once I leave here. But these other three, just like he said, these things are going to, and literally their motive is going to be to murder you. That's it. That's it. One's a panicky mess because it deals with a bunch of bullshit. One's just gonna the other one's just a homicidal lizard and gonna want to kill you. The Jaguar's eventually gonna want to kill you because you're in its space and it's a really big cat. So yeah, that's me though. That's just a hypnotoad. I'm just I'm just an omnipotent space toad.
Do is climate counter, just wait there for 37 minutes. Some even said they can manhandle the leather assault weapon if they needed to.
What?
I'm not going to talk about how.
What? No. Rewind.
Living is with the gorilla. I want to show y'all something. So I made a video on this, and a lot of people are commenting how they choose the Komodo since all they'd have to do is climate counter, just wait there for 37 minutes. Some even said they can manhandle the leather assault weapon if they needed to. I'm not going to talk about how Komodos can be nearly 10 feet long. I'm not going to mention the fact that young Komodos can climb trees. Yeah. And I'm certainly not going to acknowledge the fact that out of all the animals here, Komodos are the only ones that will actively eat humans.
That's correct.
Nah, I'm not going to talk about any of that. Instead, I'm going to show you this.
You gonna box this thing? You gonna fight that? That's what you're gonna fight? You're gonna fight that? Really? Look me in the face right now and say you're fighting that. Comment. Yeah. That's cap. I don't even want to hear that. That's so much cap. I don't want to hear that. You already know. Good night, good morning, all the good shit. Hit the like button. Give some glory to the Hypnotoad. It's the birthday month. Give some glory to it. Go to the description and follow your boy if you got any requests for anything, for any videos or anything you want me to react to, see, play, etc.
Etc.
Goodbye.